Welcome back to episode
60.
of the
PriMalLow Wrestling Show.
I was gonna say wrestling show.
Well, we did not talk about this.
That's
in
the
break.
point. It's called improv. It's called chemistry. We don't have it right now. We need to work on it.
You know who did have chemistry though?
Who?
Cody Rhodes.
Well, he's not there anymore, so you better find chemistry somewhere else. Unfortunately, I'm very sad, but yeah, like Price just said, Cody Rhodes last week requested a release from WWE, and I think 2 days later, something like that, he was officially granted his release. And I think he released a statement. What, right before Extreme Rules, right?
Right.
I believe
he
it was.
took a lot of the viewers by surprise.
Yeah, he said no podcast, no shoot interviews. This is what it's going to be, and that's it. I'm done after this. It was a post pretty much saying that he's been trying to ditch the Stardust gimmick for about 6 months, but members of Creative just weren't replying back to his emails or even talking to him face-to-face about it. More importantly, I heard it was more Vince McMahon, not even Triple H, that just wasn't up to switching it back to Cody. And he thought he was teasing on Twitter about going back to Cody Rhodes right after WrestleMania, but I think that's what the turning point the boiling point, I should say, for his thoughts on his professional career in WWE. I guess he was expecting a crossover back to Cody Rhodes, and it wasn't granted, so there's no more Cody. So that being said, I guess we're just going to kind of do like a mini memorial over him. What was your favorite gimmick of Cody Rhodes? He had many, he had the one with Legacy, he had the dashing, and then he had the one with the mask. Then he had Rhodes Scholars, Stardust. Start with you.
I like the Cody Rhodes as soon as he got done with the Rhodes Scholars when he was in that feud with Randy Orton.
Okay.
When Goldust came in, he was there with his dad. I thought that was a cool feud, and Legacy.
The Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood, yeah.
Yeah, the Brotherhood, yeah.
I'm sorry, I was gonna say him with Goldust, but I didn't think of the terminology. Okay, how about you, Press?
I liked when Cody Rhodes was with the mask. I think that him versus Rey Mysterio was not my favorite, but it was a good match and it elevated him. But my favorite match, if I want to get into that, would be Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton on the SmackDown where he bled to death.
Okay. That's what I thought you were gonna say. I think he had a couple on Raw too. Even earlier, I think he had one. Remember when Randy Orton was feuding with Dusty Rhodes? It was actually one of Cody Rhodes' first couple matches. I could be wrong.
Cody Rhodes' favorite feud was with Hardcore Holly.
Really?
It was great storyline.
That's cool.
Alabama Slam all the way.
All the way. One of my favorite gimmick from Stardust, Cody Rhodes was definitely the mask, especially when he would bring out the paper bags and give them to people and put them over the after he'd win a match, he put them over the opponent's head. But even before you already said his favorite match, right?
Sorry.
That's fine. Why do you think that they didn't want to get rid of the Stardust gimmick?
It's Goldust 10 years younger.
Is that why? Okay.
Yeah.
Merchandising. Kids find it cool.
Okay, that's what I have here. I have pretty much for marketing of the comic book world group, I guess, kinda. Also, I feel like WWE would have never gave up on the Stephen Amell Stardust feud, and it's great for marketing.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean like 7 years later, like Big Show and Shaq, they might have actually had a Andre the Giant Battle Royal moment?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, I know Stephen Amell loves wrestling, but that feud was a lost cause from the start, and I had a feeling they were going to go back to that always as a backup plan.
Celebrities do not belong inside the ring for matches.
Yeah.
Period.
So does this release, because obviously we've been talking about the last 2 weeks, the massive WrestleMania budget cuts. That's what I actually read. That's what Rich Brennan called it, which I didn't realize was true. Spring cleaning, as Price called it last week. Does this release hurt the most as a fan?
Yes.
Why?
I always thought Cody Rhodes was world champion material. I think if he was put back in the Cody Rhodes gimmick, he could have been fighting Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose. They all would have had good matches because just being the person Cody Rhodes was always like my favorite character of it. Not just the dashing, not just the Stardust, not the Brotherhood. I think just Cody Rhodes being Cody Rhodes would have really took him to the next level.
Okay. How about you, Price?
I think that Cody Rhodes being himself would have gave him a pity look from certain things, and then once they seen, oh wow, this guy can really wrestle, because he does moonsaults and he can do the works, and he's done it and brought down SmackDown shows with Kofi Kingston and people that fit his style, that aerial style. He's willing to do anything and everything to make it because he is from a wrestling family. And
yeah, definitely. So does this hurt you the most out of all the releases or no?
Yeah, it was the most shocking one of all of them.
Okay. This said absolutely. I was gonna say him or Sandow, just because the reason why I feel like those two are the worst is because Ryback it was all about money to him. It was about equal pay. I'm sorry. Fair was injuries, but with Sandow and Cody Rhodes, those gimmicks actually worked, and
They just
never
had
went
nothing for them.
and they never went back to it to just see if it would catch on again, and then that's the most frustrating. So those two definitely hurt the most. But for me, I was a big Cody Rhodes fan over Sandow, so this does hurt the most for me as a fan. And then you already said your favorite match.
Yep.
What was your favorite match?
I have two in mind that just came to my mind real quick.
Okay.
I think about when I think of Cody Rhodes. Raw when Goldust returned. That was a great match. Great match. And when they were first introduced main event back, him versus Shane McMahon in like 2009.
Oh, yeah,
that was a great
yeah.
match.
That was a very good match. My favorite, as Price should know, WrestleMania 27 against Rey Mysterio. As soon as I saw that match, I'm like, Cody Rhodes is going to be a star. It's unfortunate it didn't happen. It was obviously there.
It was just dust in the wind.
A lot of people knew it was there. They just didn't give him a chance.
Stardust.
And he still should have won that Money in the Bank briefcase over Sandow. Even though Sandow did deserve it, I think Cody Rhodes was more over with the fans, and I think he should have won.
I just think Willy Wonka should have won that one.
Yeah, I guess so. So,
I have one question for you guys, though, before we end the segment.
Okay.
Hall of Fame, him, ever.
If he comes back.
After that statement, no, probably, but
if he comes back.
I hope he comes back. Do you guys see him going anywhere?
Yeah, introducing his brother into the Hall of Fame.
What do you mean? Is that to answer his question?
Yeah.
Okay. At any wrestling organization, where do you see him going?
Anywhere,
I heard that
everywhere.
he has to
I'd
wait
love to
90
see him
days, right?
Yeah, it's a 90-day grace period, I think, isn't
That's
it?
why I thought I heard WWE was like trying to make sure he doesn't go anywhere for 90 days.
I would love New Japan Wrestling for him.
Yeah, exactly. New Japan would work well, especially with the Rhodes name.
Yeah, I completely agree. I was thinking New Japan as well. Maybe we'll see him there. Maybe we'll see him back in WWE as a surprise return at some point. I don't know. I mean, time will tell. And, wrestling in the roads, they go together like peanut butter and jelly. And when we come back after this little break, we're going to toss this microphone to this microphone.
Ooh, they touched.
Yeah, they did. And Price will be the host of our PriMalLow Mailbag. So after the break, stay tuned.